Meet a fifth-generation metalsmith, a carpenter who creates furniture with ancient Japanese tools, and a woodworker who gives his creativity free rein. Meet them all on Modern Masters. On a hilltop overlooking Sparta, Tennessee, a rare breed of horse gallops out of the imagination of woodworker Russ Jacobson. Russ is a master craftsman who combines his love of woodworking and animals to create heirloom quality rocking horses, rabbits, and other creatures for his clients' children.
When my pieces are still in the wood, in the rough boards, I have the vision of them. I see them completed. I see them oiled and saddled and being enjoyed by kids. I really have that vision.
Russ was already an accomplished furniture maker when a client came to him 18 years ago and asked him to make a rocking horse. At first, Russ was reluctant to try. He might still be making furniture today if his client hadn't given him a nudge.
He pulled a $100 bill out of his pocket and he said, "Would this get you started?" And I said, "Yes."
For Russ, it was a life-changing commission.
And it took me 6 months to make the first one. And the minute I made it, I knew I'd never do anything else. I had found my calling. I knew what I would do the rest of my life.
Russ is visiting a lumber mill in Sparta today, looking for wood to transform into horses. He hand-picks every log himself and has it custom milled to the thickness he needs to carve his animals.
I can't tell you how exciting that is. To go out and pick my log out of a giant pile, out of 4 million board feet of lumber. I get to pick the one log that attracts my eye, to see it come through the mill, to watch the blades slice it, to watch those pieces of wood fall off in 4-inch chunks. It's exciting. I see what's going to come out of that wood as a finished product while it's being cut.
Back in his shop, Russ is starting work on one of his classic rocking horses for a client's little girl. He begins with blocks of walnut 4 inches thick. He must carefully guide the bulky wood through the blade of his bandsaw to cut out the horse's head, body, and legs.
Got back legs that will come down like that, and front legs that will fit something like that, and there's a long way to go.
Russ continues the transition from lumber to horse by shaping the legs and body with power sanders. It's a critical step because this is where Russ creates the subtle nuances of muscle and flesh that give his horses their lifelike character.
I think having been in the pet business when I was a kid and watching how animals move and the way they breathe helps me a lot. I try to make everything appear that it's moving, even when it's sitting perfectly still, not being used, not being played with. I like it to look like it's going somewhere, like it's doing something, like it could just get up and go.
When Modern Masters continues, Russ's horse finds a rider. When Modern Masters returns.